Hi everyone. Well, today I was back out in the front line, as I was a couple of Saturdays ago, and I have to say it was a different picture than it was then from today, because it was much more manageable. The team I was working with were again great, but actually it was more like a normal day in a pharmacy in terms of the queries and workload and what we had to deal with today. I did have my first taste of ECS Access in a pharmacy, which I have to admit I used a couple of times, so that was very handy on both occasions when I didn't have the information about a patient who turned up expecting something from the doctor's surgery. So that was great, and I was able to help the patient in that instance. And the second instance was around allergies for a patient who'd been prescribed flucloxacillin and suspected that they may have an allergy, which was useful as well in terms of ECS as well. So I was able to use that, and that was great, and I hope more and more people, certainly in the health board that I was operating in today, will get that advantage soon, and again hopefully throughout the country. And that's one thing that won't be taken back, I'm sure, at the end of this, because we've asked for it long enough. My good friend and colleague from the RPS, Alec McKinnon, always said he'd retire when it comes. Well, it's here, Alec, and I know you are retiring, but yeah, it's right, it's here before you even retire. So great stuff, and that's fine. Just some reflecting. I was thinking about community pharmacy and what you guys have all been through in the last 3 weeks, and it really has become the real front line in primary care. We're still accessible, still standing, still seeing patients. Maybe we're doing it in a bit of a different way. I have to admit, even today, the pragmatic nature of substance misuse teams in terms of reducing the instalment intervals for some patients for a short time has allowed footfall to be much more manageable today as well. Whether that will probably change back for obvious safety reasons, but yeah, we've become the real front line in primary care, and I think we'll have plenty of time to reflect on what we can do better, what others certainly can and maybe do to help support us, such as pharmacy being in charge of long-term conditions management of medications. So can we get the CMS stroke medicines care and review switch so that we can manage that, please? And then that will help our workload, and we can work closer with our pharmacotherapy colleagues, as we do in many instances, within primary care as well. So that's one thing that certainly comes to mind. Certainly today, again, the pharmacy, the public were a lot more mindful of social distancing. They were respectful of the limiting the numbers of people. So all these things have changed in pharmacy in recent weeks, and it was great to see. Anyway, so yeah, we'll reflect on many things, I think, at the end of this journey. We're not there yet. We've still got, this virus will be with us for a number of months, maybe longer, obviously. So pharmacy will still be there, we'll still be in the front line. Many of the things that Harry was talking about last night in terms of the expectation for us to be there to support in primary care is very much important, and it's important that you get protected as well to do that. So, and again, pharmacies and many community pharmacy teams are being protected in terms of screens, etc., which are there for the first time in many pharmacies as well. So we need to do what we can there as well with premises, and I know that's happening in many pharmacies as well. Only one thing to just highlight tonight, and it's an ask from the universities. So they are still have a duty of care around the students who are studying, particularly in third and fourth year. And I know many of these students have been helping out as and when they can within pharmacies. So it was just an ask to say if we could just be understanding with these students. They're at a crucial juncture in their undergraduate year. These will be the guys that will be in the front line in future. So if we can just be respectful of these guys and give them that space to study, to get their exams passed, and then when that's all passed, if and when they're still needed more, they will be available. But the universities have just asked, and again, we have at CPS, we're fortunate to have good relations with so many bodies, including our colleagues in academia. So that's just one ask. So, shout outs. We'll go right to the shout outs. A shorter video tonight, but there's so many again, and this is turning out to be a great welcome for so many teams. But I'll go through a few. We've got Lloyds and Erskine. So Melissa Davis wrote in just to say they've been amazing. Can you give them a massive shout out, because how well they've been coping over the last 3 weeks and what they've went through. So well done, guys. Donald Bolger and team, the Great Glen Pharmacy up there in Drumnad Rocket, NHS Highland. So Donald and team, big pat in the back, guys. Donald's extremely proud of you, and great stuff. Don Owen and Aileen Boggs, NHS Lothian. I know you've been doing some sterling work for the contractors and supporting there, and the pharmacy champions recognise your input and support. It's been most welcome, so well done, guys. One for Collington Mains Pharmacy. This is from our Jenny at CPS, because you've personally helped her out in recent days. So she's went and got all the names of the whole pharmacy team, which is fine. So pharmacists Rachel and Linda, Alison, and front of house Margaret and Gillian. So big thanks from Jenny, and a big thanks from us, and I'm sure your whole community in recent weeks. I've also got one from another CPS staff member. So a member of Michael's family was greatly helped by the St Clair Pharmacy in Kirkcaldy, who helped him out due to ECS Access, and was able to do an urgent supply in the CPUS scheme for a member of Michael's family. So that is greatly appreciated, guys, and thank you very much for everything that you've done in the past few weeks. Now, last night's question, so that was Rona Martin Cove. What were they, what was their achievement back in 2002? That was the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics in 2002, and it was curling gold winners medal. So that was Rona Martin Cove. So that was Harry's question from last night. And my question, just to end Saturday night, I hope you all have a great Saturday night, but whose debut album, released in 1977, was In the City? So whose debut album, released in 1977, was In the City? And it's a great album as well. So yeah, as I say, have a great Saturday night. To those who are working tomorrow, good luck, and invaluable service that you'll be providing on a Sunday again. And all the best. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you early next week. Thank you. Bye.